Hi everybody, this is Janet Wright, and this video is going to be where I talk about relationships, the energy of different relationships that clients I know have, because I think a lot of it's very universal and a lot of people can learn. So some of the relationships I talk about will be parent-child relationships, some will be husband and wife, some will be between friends. So I have a different client who has some kids and a husband, and she was in this triplet set, and she has some issues with her daughter. And the thing about kids, you know, that you're supposed to have, and she does have, a cord at the first chakra. First chakra is at the base of the spine, and she has an energy cord going to her daughter, you know, at the first chakra. And so that's fine. You know, the mom and the dad typically, hopefully, will be cording their kids at the first chakra from, like, you know, conception basically to when the kid is like 13 or 14 years old. Which is fine. It just like sends some of your safety energy, some of your courage energy, some earth energy through your first chakra to them until they get mature enough to bring up enough earth energy through their legs to ground fully on their own, you know, to run their own first chakra and their own first layer themselves, you know. But anyway, so her daughter is younger than, you know, that 13 or 14 cutoff. And so she had the first chakra cord to her daughter. But I think on and off, you know, because her daughter is a full level younger than her spiritually. So her daughter isn't really the same age spiritually as her husband, or her other child. So I think probably her daughter has always kind of puzzled her. You know, like, why does she react that way? Why isn't this important to her? Why doesn't she have more empathy, you know? Because they're all like mid-late second, and her daughter is mid-third chakra. I have a video series on spiritual age that you can watch as a 3-video series if you want to know more. But essentially how many past lives someone has had makes a really big difference to what stage you're at as far as how you process experiences and what is meaningful to you and what is not meaningful to you. But anyway, so because I think partially because of the spiritual age, and she didn't realize all that, she didn't, you know, ever talk to somebody like me about that, and so she didn't know. I think that on and off she's been courting her daughter in a lot more places than just the first chakra. I think she's been courting her daughter in the 7th a lot, and the 4th a lot, and the 3rd a lot. So 7th is like making decisions, confidence. 4th is self-esteem. 3rd is taking action. So typically that's kind of an invasive thing to do for a parent. Not typically recommended. I mean, you can obviously give your kids a lot of structure and a lot of rules and all that and keep watch over them, but the cords, a lot of times those extra cords, you know, over and above the one at the first, is just going to create a sense of rebellion in the kid. You know, they'll feel like you're crushing them or that you're the enemy. So I think really, you know, she did come in with a lot of past life baggage, this daughter, you know, unresolved energy blocks from past lives. But I think maybe that's about 60% of it, and I think 40% of it has been a little bit of over-courting from her and her husband. You know, totally subconsciously, completely well-meaning, mostly accidental, you know? But, you know, people are sensitive. So that kind of adds up. So that could be homework for her, is to just double check and make sure, just with her intention, with her imagination, that the only cord going to her daughter is at the because if you have any other cords, you may think it's controlling their behavior, but it's not really. It's just sort of pitting you guys against each other, which then, you know, fosters kind of a, you know, it kind of makes her feel like you're against her, you know, and then she may be more prone to rebel than she already is. So anyway, it's not the mom's fault. Like I said, 60% of it is past life baggage that her daughter brought in this life to clear and resolve. But that's another thing, you know, the less you cord the other chakras, the more the daughter has an opportunity to clear the baggage. Because obviously, ideally, you want to help create the ideal conditions so that your children can clear their baggage, you know, which, you know, easier said than done, of course. But some homework I've suggested for her, because kids, when they rebel, you know, it's pretty screwed up. Particularly when they're young. Like, I mean, I guess it's screwed up in a different way when they're older, but when they're younger, you still have that first chakra cord, right? So that cord is supposed to go from the parent to the kid, like the direction of flow. But if a kid rebels, like even if they're 2 or 1 or, you know, whatever, in this case, you know, older than that, but still, you know, younger than 14, a kid can reverse the direction of that first chakra flow and like send a really intense kind of panicky energy, like, ah, to the adult, and then it's like you just lose your marbles as an adult parent. I mean, maybe not. Maybe you're just so large and in charge, you're like, aha, a cord from my child that is, you know, inappropriate. You know, and maybe you just reverse the direction of the flow again and moderate the cord, because it should just be red energy flowing from your chakra, your first chakra, to the child, not the other way around. So, you know, that's kind of esoteric probably for a lot of listeners, but I guess the main point is not the other cords. Don't have, you know, cords and any of the other chakras going to your young child, only the first chakra. But then, yeah, if you feel like your kid kind of does drive you crazy sometimes, it could be just because they cord other chakras, or it could also be that they reverse the direction of flow of this first chakra cord, and then it's like a megaphone into your first chakra, and it's like, wah, you know, and then, you know, like, I want a video game, yeah. And then you're like, ah. So you just calm down your first chakra, and, you know, if you need to, just yeah, just heal that cord, you know, bring up red earth energy and just, you know, heal it with gold light and red earth energy, and just ask your angels to help, you know, and just reset it so that it's just some safety and courage and earth energy going from your first chakra to your child. So there's no like mutiny, freak out energy coming to your first chakra and making you lose your marbles. All right, fun. Okay, so I think that's enough for this video, and then I'll probably make another, so you can look out for the other one that I'm gonna make right now. Okay, I hope this helped, and feel free to post any questions or comments that you have below. And if you like it, you feel like you want more of these videos, or it was beneficial at all, or you want other people to see it, please do give it a thumbs up, okay? And of course, if you're not subscribed to this YouTube channel and you like what I'm doing, feel free to subscribe. Okay, bye.